Hi, Jerry. I know you probably get this question a lot, but why do people dislike you? I mean, I've read and heard a lot of bad things about you. Then I watch your videos and I just don't get it. Why do they hate you? It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's a very, very, very small number of people who really hate me. I'm pro-feminist, also known as an adult in more civilized discussions, very left-leaning politically and very vocal about my distaste for things like conservatism and egalitarianism, the per word meaning asshole, not actual egalitarianism. I sneer at the very idea that social justice warriors are some kind of dangerous horde, and openly mock Gamergate, rageaholic right-wingers pretending to care about journalism at every possible opportunity. This has made 8chan, the most easily offended community in the world, very butthurt. So they like to spread rumors, deliberately cherry-pick, misread, and in some cases, element edit year-old Tumblr post and present a largely fraudulent dossier in an attempt to discredit me in the hopes
Wait,
that
wait, whoa, whoa, whoa.
saying
It's
something.
dossier.
David, don't ruin my flow, all right? Whatever. We're talking about Jerry Peet. He's an asshole.
But that doesn't mean a whole lot.
David.
Why is he an asshole?
David, he is the fucking worst person we've ever covered on It Came From the Internet. I say that with authority. Jerry Peet is the worst person we've covered on that guy with the glasses, aka Came From the Internet. He's not on that guy with the glasses. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know why you said that either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like we've also covered much bigger assholes than any of the people on that guy with the glasses.
I would say
Anyway.
Mattress Girl is the only person who can kind of take on Jerry because she is actively ruining someone's life and making the world a worse place by like nibbling away at like how we deal with sexual assault in this country and delegitimizing rape victims. But Jerry Peet is just an ocean of asshole.
I see.
Funneling out.
So he hates Gamergate. He hates everyone on the internet, it sounded like.
Oh my fucking god, Jerry Peet is so fucking awful.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning.
You're probably wondering, who's Jerry Peet?
Yeah, who the fuck is Jerry Peet, and what does he do on the internet that would make me run into him?
Jerry Peet, a.k.a. Ballspawn, a.k.a. Hellraiser, a.k.a. Terra Cali, a.k.a. Alcorative, a.k.a. Darkest Timeline Dylan, is just fucking awful. Jesus Christ.
So why is he Darkest Timeline Dylan?
I'll get to that. I feel like I've said this in every episode except the Mattress Girl episode, but I really mean it this time.
I see.
Jerry Peet is what would happen if Movie Bob and Yahtzee had this ugly, deformed baby, and it was raised on My Little Pony and feminism.
Speaking of that asshole, I listened to the Random Assault episode you were on because those idiots finally fixed the they started uploading episodes to the RSS feed, so I listened to that one.
No, neat.
Yeah, it was good.
I like
it
that.
It was better than our episode.
Yeah, it was.
It was basically the same thing, you idiot.
Yeah, I didn't intend to read that much, but I was bored and I was killing time until Metal Gear came out, which, I could go back to that time where I was like, Metal Gear's gonna rock the world, and now I'm like, well, I guess Bloodborne kind of deserves to be Game of the Year more. But whatever. Whatever. Who did you say was going to win Game of the Year at the Game Awards?
Witcher 3.
You were right.
I know.
I bought that game.
I know. You told me.
$25 on PSN and Xbox, and I think Steam. So if you're listening to this right when it goes up and you want to try out The Witcher 3, it's $25.
I'm in the middle of the first one, and your save file does carry over, so I kind of want to...
But from what I understand, it's nothing substantial. Whatever.
Yeah,
It's
but...
too interesting. We're gonna. What we're gonna talk about some video games during this, because trust me when I say Jerry Pete is just the fucking worst. Ugh.
I see. How is he the worst, Dylan?
All right, Jerry Pete is, God fucking damn it. Even saying these words is physically hurting me. Jerry Pete is Movie Bob, but for My Little Pony.
Whoa, what?
He is everything Movie Bob is, down to the format. Down to the format of, I'm going to slightly speed up my voice, and I just sort of ramble, and while I ramble, there's sort of like, static images that are basically reaction images, and it sort of shifts between them. I only got 6. I'm not going to find more reaction images. David, do you know how many fucking reaction images I have?
6?
Thousands.
Oh, no, you mean you personally. Yeah, no,
I have a lot. And I've periodically purged them from my system. And I still could probably go back and I could edit all these podcasts with my reaction images and GIFs and whatever the fuck, and I'd probably never need to use a duplicate. And fucking Movie Bob has the same 6 pop art cutouts. I mean, those are probably public domain because he's tried to make money off of his shit, which we're also going to talk about. But still, my point is, he's lazy. He's fat. I bet he's really upset at the Dead Mouse remix of the Mario theme they played at the Game Awards last night.
Yeah, apparently you said it sucked.
It was really bad. I've listened to some Dead Mouse music that I thought was pretty good.
Me too.
Nothing he played last night was any good. He tried. It was related to video games, which is more than I can say for most of the musical acts.
Anyway, but what does Dead Mouse have to do with Jerry Pete?
He's a furry, I guess.
Oh.
I guess he's more of an otherkin.
We'll get to that.
What's the importance of the mouse head?
That's just, I don't know.
He also...
That's his dumb version of the Daft Punk helmets.
He's also apparently a ghost?
No.
At one point during he like went under the stage and he came back out with a sheet.
His like famous song was called Ghosts and Stuff.
Yeah, that one. I like that one.
That's a good song.
Yeah, and then when he did that, he played a song that was a remix of the Ghost House theme. And there were boos in the background. And it was like, oh, that's kind of cool. The song sucks, but you tried. So, I appreciate it. You did better than the first act. Didn't beat fucking the Quiet lady who sang Quiet's theme from Phantom Pain, but it's a hard bar to hit. Also,
she actually came out and sang the theme?
Yeah, she accepted the award that Phantom Pain got.
Neat.
And she sang the theme, and Kiefer Sutherland was there, and he talked about how, like, no matter fucking what he goes to now, like, the most stuff he gets are Snake posters to sign. Venom Snake posters, I should say. Not Solid Snake. And also, one lady just straight up, like, fucking said, like, man, who could imagine Solid Snake as anyone but David Hayter? Like, straight up. And then she fucked up the read for who won Best Performance. She was high out of her fucking mind. It was great.
She was high? You could tell.
She was like, oh man, this award's really heavy. I gotta set it down. It's it's a fucking little, like that statue cannot weigh more than 3 pounds. You know? And she had to set it down because it was heavy. Yeah. You should go... It's on the Cringe subreddit if anyone wants to find it. It's pretty great.
You know, I really wish they would have been more creative with... I heard all about Kojima not being able to... Like, Konami saying, no, you're not allowed to go accept your award and stuff. But I still... That's my only... Besides all the things that Konami has done since then to fuck over the economy part of MGS5 since its release... I still love that game, and the only thing I'm really disappointed by is I really wish David Hayter would have been in it to voice Big Boss,
Yeah,
and Kiefer would have just been Venom Snake.
yeah.
But
The "you're talking to yourself" line would have been really really cool, like that through that.
but the that wouldn't have worked had it been in uh
Ground
because it
Zero.
was in Ground Zeroes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
I always thought Hader should have voiced Ground Zeroes, and then after the coma, he becomes Kiefer Sutherland. That's what I always thought. But
That would have been.
I like Kiefer Sutherland. I feel like
He does a great job. Like, yeah, like the problem is he doesn't have a lot of lines in the actual gameplay.
but
But
what he
if you,
does,
yeah, like you listen to all those audio logs, and he does a fantastic job as Snake.
yeah, it's real depressing that he'll probably never play him again.
Oh yeah,
Oh well. Sorry, Kiefer Sutherland. Hopefully, people never stop bringing you Venom Snake posters. Oh god. All right, let's stop talking about fun shit. Let's talk about Jerry Pete.
yes, because we ruined the movie Bob episode with Metal Gear. Well, you ruined it by doing it twice, but
Yeah. I love Metal
in, oh, I love Metal Gear too. But Metal Gear's over.
It is. Never be game over. Whatever.
Never be game over.
Fuck.
So Jerry Pete. So he reviews My Little Pony. Is that what he does?
Yeah.
Oh.
In multiple. Fuck. In
So
multiple.
so was he obsessed with My Little Pony before or after the new series?
No, he is a modern day brony
Okay.
through and through.
Matt and I were both bronies for like a hot second.
Right. Yeah. That's why I was telling my friend Kadeem about this. I have to say his name or else he won't listen to these. I was telling him about this, and he said like, "Well, are you gonna watch episodes of My Little Pony to get ready for it, like as preparation?" And I was like, "No, because David already did that. So that's what you bring to the table."
I've seen My Little Pony.
Yeah.
As someone who can get enjoyment from children's shows, I must say the second season of that show was pretty good. And then the third season happened, and it became hot street trash, and I dropped it.
I don't know if Jerry Pete agrees or disagrees with you. I don't really care about his opinions on My Little Pony. That's like the least interesting part about this.
Well, was he in the Brony documentary?
I don't believe so. I think that was before.
Wait, before? So he's like a recent convert.
Kind of, yeah. He's a relatively recent lolcow. I want to say.
So when does the Jerry Pete story start?
So the actual beginnings of the story is 2008. This is before Jerry Pete becomes Jerry Pete. This is when he is going under the title Ball Spawn, which just makes it sound like he is literally birthed from people complaining about shit. Like he is.
I kind of like the name Ball Spawn, to be quite honest.
Like he spawned from the helm of Doug Walker, like Athena from Zeus. I don't know if that's what he was going for. If it was, and if he was like, "Oh, I want to be an internet critic," and that was his little slight at himself. That's the only funny thing he's ever said. So good job.
I see.
So 2008, Ball Spawn is a pretty influential fan fiction writer on fanfiction.net.
I used to love fanfiction.net. I mean, I was in middle school, so that was when was that? I don't know. That was earlier than the Jerry Pete story.
2000. I was in middle school around 2008. I think.
I was not. I was starting college.
Time doesn't make any sense for me anymore.
So, okay.
So Jerry gets a start here. He writes. Let me actually pull this up. It's too good not to fuck up. He writes, quote, 4 novels called Animal Magnetism. And what do you think that's about?
Is it about fucking animals, or is it about animals fucking each other?
It's about...
One of those is way worse than the other.
It is about a dude who falls in love with a Gardevoir.
A what?
A
Gardevoir.
Yeah. Gardevoir, fucking... Get your fucking shitty French pronunciations out of here. There's a fucking V in that name, goddammit.
You
Also,
pronounce it with a V.
Gallade's a way better Pokemon. I don't care what anyone says. You ever see a Gallade?
No, I can't say that I have. I don't know. Shut up, Dylan.
Yeah, I love Gallade. Anyway. Fuck. I'm just going to read this directly. This is from fanhistory.com. This is a Ballspawn's page. It says he joined in 2007. This is general biography. When I read this, I just pasted the link so I would remember to just read it verbatim, because it's too fucking good not to read. I don't know who wrote this. It's probably multiple people, but whoever wrote this, thank you. General biography. Ballspawn became well known for his hit series Animal Magnetism. Publishing the first chapter on September 24th, 2007, it became a hit due to its originality and questionable content. Using this story, Ballspawn coined the term Pokephilia, meaning a human who falls in love with a Pokemon. Known and loved throughout the site. Soon after finishing Animal Magnetism, can't speak, Ballspawn moved immediately to Animal Magnetism 2, Electric Boogaloo. It was here where he killed off...
Oh, how dare he use Electric Boogaloo, that bastard.
He didn't, that was me.
Oh, okay.
I felt it and I went for it. It was here where he killed off the main character, Kevin Cordles.
Cordles?
I want to tell you right now, Ballspawn looks a lot like a Kevin Cordles. So, Kevin made a resurrection halfway through Animal Magnetism 3. Do you think all the Pokemon he fucked got together and like cried, and that's what revived him?
I hate you for making me remember that I know what that means. I've seen the Pokemon movie.
Fuck. He was resurrected halfway through, but was sent off to war at the story's end.
What?
On February 5th, 2008, Ballspawn announced on its profile page that he would end the Animal Magnetism series with the fourth and final novel, Animal Magnetism 4, Brutal Endings. I want to point out he started in late September, so he did all this in like 5 months maybe. 4 fucking novels worth of Pokemon fucking...
When you say novel, how long is it?
Dude, somewhere on this page, hold on. Somewhere on this page, later on in the biography, it brings up a chapter record. So hold on. It was here where he killed off Kevin once again, along with his girlfriend, a Gardevoir. The ending took so many readers by surprise, and was met with a very positive reaction. One reviewer said it was beautiful, but dramatic. On May 2nd, 2008, Ballspawn continued his series with Crossbreed, a novel that followed Kevin's daughter, who is half Gardevoir, and her appearance can show. So in 2008, Ballspawn wrote Saga, so good on ya.
He wrote what? Dylan.
Yes.
What do you mean he wrote Saga?
He wrote Saga. He wrote a book about the half-breed between a human and a...
Oh, yeah. But Saga, they're both aliens. They're not. Either of them are human. One's a goat man and the other one's a lady with wings.
But still.
Saga's so good.
I read the most recent issue today. I got caught up. I noticed... Yes. I stopped reading comics entirely when Saga goes on hiatus, and I naturally just get back into it right when it comes back. Every time.
I love Saga. Anyway, so he created an epic tome of
hold on.
Pokephilia fuckfests.
David.
What?
Way fucking better.
No, better?
Fell in love with her best friend Jake Adner, and the two of them were implied to have sex, though Ballspawn never wrote out the scene, but left in markers that implied sex, causing an attack on his writing skill. Let that sink in.
So they were mad because he didn't explicitly describe sex between a human and a Pokemon?
I think that implies that he'd done it multiple times beforehand, and I think he pulled back on it. Jerry Pete's kind of a sick motherfucker, you'll come to find. On October 31st...
Of course not. He had to respect his fictional child. He didn't want to describe her getting boned.
Ballspawn treaded new ground with Whispering Illusion, a Family Guy novel centering around an original character and Meg. Upon posting the first part of the climax for the story, Ballspawn broke his chapter record from 1,771 words to 2,856 words.
That's not that many.
David, hold on. That's a chapter. That's one chapter. Let me look at... I got 3 books here, all right? This book has... Fuck. God damn it. Fuck. 350 pages.
Fuck.
This book has about 350 pages. And this book has about 470. So, hold on one second. Sorry. So between these 4 books, these are books, David. These aren't even like normal books. 2 of these books are like award-winning novels. And
They're not award-winning novels.
And one of these is about Richard Nixon being a sorcerer. So, you know.
What?
Hold on. What? All right. Sorry about that.
Okay. I have to say I can't I may almost admire the dude for writing that much, but like the subject still just makes me upset.
Right. Hold on. My dog's trying to break my door down.
There's not many things that, like, I mean, I love Pokemon. I'm not as obsessed with it as a lot of crazy people, but the sexual, like, it ruins Pokemon. There's already enough, like, hidden fucked up shit. You don't have to take it that extra mile.
Right. Bone lives in its mother's skull.
Yeah, and how they send children out when they're 10 to explore the world and deal with the consequences of giant criminal organizations hell-bent on resurrecting ancient evils to destroy the world.
Most kids just get their Pokemon from like their families and shit, so like all of the main characters are like on Pokemon welfare.
Yeah, and why did Gary have to choose one of the three main Pokemon? He's Professor Oak's nephew. That fucker has a laboratory.
Gary
He's
Oak,
a famous Pokemon researcher.
he didn't want his grandson to grow up to be like a snotty brat.
Which Gary was from the beginning.
Yeah, he wanted him to learn humility. So he made him start with a welfare Pokemon. I can't. Fuck, man. You gonna get a Charizard? I can't get a Charizard for like a fucking month's worth of payments, man. Shit, I'll go on welfare if I can get me a Charizard. All I ever got is fucking Zigzagoon.
I see. Anyway, back to Jerry Peet.
Yeah, sorry. My flow is all fucked up now. God damn it. I was on a roll. Where was I? Fuck, there's nothing left on this page. No, wait, there is. He won awards for his fan fiction.
Well, I kind of expected that. What kind of awards?
Awards. While real awards were never hosted, another user by the name of Material hosted his own Family Guy fanfiction awards show. Two of them, in fact.
What the fuck? Why?
So Jeff Keighley's got to go another year before he can beat Material. Nominated. Most detailed character description, Meg Griffin. Most detailed backstory, Matthew Ryder. Stupidest main character, Matthew Ryder. Most awesome weapon, Matt's sword. Funniest fourth wall gag, Matt's rant on Mila Kunis' voice. Least entertaining chapter, Warzone. Most racially tense joke, the gear gag. He won Most Interesting Faceless, Voiceless, Nameless Character, Chapter 12 Antagonist. Funniest Cutaway Gag, Nude Photo Matt. Stupidest Original Character, Xanatos Writer. Most Inappropriate Joke, Pedophilia Joke. Best Two-Parter, Darkness of the Unknown. Best Original Character, Jaina Writer. Funniest Joke, The Incredible Sulk. In addition, fuck, that part's not interesting. Whatever.
I don't know if any of that was interesting.
None of it was interesting. So he joined in April 10, 2007, and he almost officially left on December 2nd, 2008. So in a year and a half, he wrote 5 Game of Thrones length epics about fucking Pokemon and Meg Griffin, which I think both count as bestiality. Let's learn a little bit more about Whispering Illusion.
Wait, what?
Let's learn a little bit more about Whispering Illusion.
What's Whispering Illusion?
That's the name of his Family Guy one.
Oh, right. Why? Why do we need to know more?
It is 71 chapters and 252,000 words long.
Fuck.
Plot. The first story starts off when Meg and her family are going to shop for Halloween decorations. They meet up with a young boy named Matt, who is revealed to have been a good friend of Meg in elementary school. Matt joins them to Lois's parents, where he saves Meg from freezing. He dies after saving Meg from being kidnapped by street gangsters. Matt returns as Meg's guardian angel later in the story, and becomes the central protagonist. Matt and Meg then have a fairly episodic run of adventures, eventually leading up to several big showdowns with dangerously evil villains. The story currently runs with 2 arcs. The first arc introduced Matt as an angel and followed him through learning his powers. The arc ended.
It's not all just about fucking.
No. The arc ended with a showdown after Matt was possessed by the then unknown Shadow's Prey. The second arc followed Jaina more than Matt, as he was blind for the first half. The plot in the second followed a mysterious trickster who called himself Shadow's Prey. The arc ended with Matt being possessed once again and fleeing.
Fucking.
Fuck! I didn't read this far down in this page. Once you go down far enough, there's a section titled Criticism. Criticism is spelled Tisizm. Criticism. Only one user, Ander Arias, has criticized Ball's story. He made it down for the focus. He marks it down for the focus on Matt, which Ball addressed and is fixing in the second season. He also marked the story down for its Stewie Jaina incest pairing, as well as putting action into the list of genres.
Wait, what the fuck is a Jaina?
Jaina, I believe, is Meg and Matt's daughter. Ander has stated, if you want to write an action fic, then you are in the wrong section. This may be paraphrased. The same user criticized WI2 for its floating genre. He stated that its drama element doesn't belong in the Family Guy section. Conversely, Ander has given a perfect score to fics that are all drama and no humor. So you can tell someone was pretty fucking salty when they wrote this.
I hate the internet.
Oh, David, there were a part today where I was like, geez, you know, is this just going to be 2 hours of me talking about how much I hate this Jerry Peet guy? But no, this is going great. This is going great.
And this isn't even like the bad stuff, right? Like people like Jerry Peet right now.
We are in the phantom blood of Jerry Peet right now. We haven't even hit battle tendencies. So hold
the mediocre but necessary starting point.
Yeah, I watched Phantom Blood again recently. It's actually better than I remember it being.
It's okay. I just think the first 2 episodes suck. They're a really bad introduction to the series, and they're really slow and not paced properly.
Yeah, I mean, in total honesty, you can probably start with battle tendency or Stardust Crusaders and not really miss a whole lot.
No, you can't start with Stardust Crusaders because battle tendency is fucking awesome.
Yeah, but if you want to get right to the stands,
I guess. Keep going.
All right. So following his time on fanfiction.net, the next time Jerry sort of has a notable internet presence is on The Escapist around 2012. He spends a lot of time... Hold on. Fuck. This house would fall apart without me, David. Like most houses do. What are they talking about? Right.
We're talking about when Jerry Peet joined The Escapist.
Yeah.
Of course, when I say that, I mean in the forums, not like...
I don't know when exactly he joined, but he was prominent around 2012. We know about this because that's when the Mass Effect 3 controversy happened.
There was a controversy?
About the ending.
Oh, right, yeah, how it's mediocre in certain ways. I don't know, we had a big discussion about the ending of Mass Effect for some reason.
Did we have it here? I feel like we might have had it.
Didn't.
You want to talk about how you think it's acceptable to have the same ending with 3 different color schemes?
No, that's not acceptable. But the actual ending with its weird-ass, like, space baby savior makes a lot of sense in my mind because Mass Effect is a tribute to pulp sci-fi and lots of pulp sci-fi.
I don't think it's anywhere near pulpy enough.
Really? They put a fucking grainy cinema filter on the game, on the first game because of that. Like,
I always felt like it was a lot more in line. I always felt like it was trying to emulate Star Trek. Nothing about it really felt pulpy. Sometimes
that's what original Star Trek was, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't trying to be.
Like, but it's that it was an ode to that classic sci-fi. Like, it was like fucking 2001: A Space Odyssey, and that ends with a fucking fever trip too.
Yeah, but I feel like 2001. There's nothing pulpy about 2001, and I felt like the fever trip in 2001 worked. Because 2001 as a movie is a movie that is really not told in its dialogue. It is a narrative told through sight and sound. almost exclusively. There's no coherent plot to 2001 because there's not supposed to be. You're just supposed to be taken on this ride.
But you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was
I see what you're
very
saying,
well.
trying to pay tribute to that. I'm saying it did a real shitty job of it. It didn't.
Yeah, I don't think it did a great. I just don't think it was a great ending. In certain respects.
I don't know if necessarily people. I don't know if like BioWare should have been forced to change the ending necessarily.
No, that was dumb.
I mean, if they wanted to, they changed it. I don't think they were forced to change it at all. But
they were trying to save face.
I stopped. I don't want to play Mass Effect 3. I own it. I played through 2, and I felt like I got fucked over for something that wasn't my fault, and I don't want to keep going. I don't care.
Anyway,
as far as I'm concerned,
so is that what he came on the internet to talk about?
Kind of. He cries about it, but he didn't really say anything of note. It was just while people were prying through his like dumb My Little Pony life, it came up as sort of like, oh, fucking course he did. There was a pretty interesting post he put up, though. This is a thread titled, "If you could control the internet completely, what would you do?" So here we go. 4chan, Steam, and fanfiction.net will be deleted. Origin will be temporarily disabled until such time that EA teams up with a reputable developer to make a good game. The actual Origin software will have all download links removed and banned.
Oh shit, that reminds me.
Brony-related websites will be temporarily disabled until such time that they calm the fuck down. Anything and everything to do with anime, manga, and all its vile fans will be deleted and shut down. Although since I already got 4chan...
Vile fans, fuck you, JoJo's amazing, go to hell.
I might already be done. Neo-Nazi, Christian fundamentalist, and militant atheist websites will be shut down. All social networking sites will be shut down. Encyclopedia Dramatica will be protected from attacks and country-specific censorship. No country can block access to it. Which is real fucking weird.
Encyclopedia Dramatica kind of sucks ass, though.
Kind of. I don't know. That's where I get a lot of the information. Not really. Like, it's how I kind of get, like a timeline, but if you really want to follow this shit, you got to go into the trenches, you know? That's
Balls deep.
Yeah. You gotta dig.
Just root around in there.
Yeah. The following phrases and acronyms will be banned from use. STFU, GTFO, purposefully misspelled words, texties, replacing letters or words with numbers, haters gonna hate, new fag, old fag, which he censors both of those. I'm going to love and tolerate the shit out of you, replacing everybody and anybody with, well, you know, which I don't. I think he means every pony and any pony, but I can't tell for certain.
He sounds like a faggot.
Trollololol, you mad, I used to X, and then I took an arrow to the knee, and fussroda. So, yeah. Jerry Peet's a fucking dork.
Normally wouldn't use that word, but I don't like when people tell me I can't say words.
Yeah, did you see that comment in the last one?
No, what was it?
There was a guy in one of the last episodes we did where he basically said, like, I think this podcast is pretty well put together, but anytime anyone uses the word faggot, they automatically lose all credibility in my eyes.
And someone just called them a faggot, right?
No, I actually, I took the time and was like, well, that's kind of a fucked up way to look at things.
But no, didn't someone else say that?
They might have. I didn't check. But he seemed like, once I explained, like, that's kind of a fucked up way to look at the world, because even if someone is, like, an asshole and, like, a bitter racist, like, if they make strong points, the truth is the truth, and they seemed pretty receptive to it. Which I've multiple times this episode wanted to just fucking call Jerry Peet a faggot, and I didn't, out of consideration, I suppose, for that kind Annan. But, you broke the seal, so yeah, Jerry Peet's a fucking faggot.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's a weird subject. It's like my girlfriend works with autistic children, and she's a little more sensitive to that kind of stuff too, but she doesn't like the word retarded, and I can understand that, but then, like, when we watch Mr. Show, and they play my favorite skit, which is the Monster Party. Do you know that episode of Mr. Show, Dylan?
Mr. Show?
Yeah, with
I should, yeah.
Probing's Monster Parties Fact or Fiction, where it's like the 8-minute sketch about did monsters really get together and have mashes or bashes.
I remember it. I don't remember like specific moments, but I remember seeing
Would
it.
they get the whole thing is there was only one expert who would talk to them, and it's Bob Odenkirk wearing like a tuxedo T-shirt in his mom's house, and the name it's like, and it's we got a doctor to sit down with us, and his name's Doctor Retarded.
Mr. Show's great.
Mr. Show is great. I've seen it all before, but I've been watching it again lately, and I watched the episode with the altered state of Drugachusis last night.
Yeah. I love Mr. Show. I'm happy that they brought it back, even if it was only for 4 episodes.
Those were 4 amazing episodes.
It's amazing how they did not skip a beat. They just went
So
right
you
back
watched all 4?
Yeah, I watched all 4.
Wasn't the heaven skit in the last episode the fucking best?
Dude, that one was amazing. Like the way they tied it together was probably the best way I've seen them tie something together before.
I was just losing my shit at that last scene.
Yeah,
it's send him. If you haven't seen With Bob and David on Netflix, listeners, go watch it. It is hysterical. In episode 4, the heaven skit is amazing, and I don't want to say anymore because I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
But if
Even
you like,
the title's great. Even the title of HBO owns Mr. Show, so we'll just call it With Bob and David.
Yep.
Can't own Bob and David. Not unless you're AMC, and then you only get half of them.
Anyway, so where were we in? So wanting to ban things on the internet.
Yeah, he's pretty anti-14.
He wants to censor all these words, but he wants to make Encyclopedia Dramatica a safe space or whatever.
I will say he does not want to do that anymore. Pretty deliberately, he does not want to do that, especially now that he has an article on it. I don't know why he wanted Encyclopedia Dramatica protected. 2012, when did Dark Souls come out on PC?
Fuck, I don't know. Around then, I think.
Was it 2011? 2012?
I'll look this up. Hold on.
This was around the time I was getting deep into 4chan proper. Because I distinctly remember when Dark Souls came out on PC, you could not find a thread that wasn't Dark Souls related for like 3 months. It was
2012, August 23rd, 2012.
Yeah, that whole summer it was fucking nonstop. It did convince me to go buy Dark Souls. I never finished it, but I bought it. I played a lot of it. It's good. Jerry doesn't like Dark Souls because it's a game that requires like skill and talent to complete.
Shadow Complex Remastered is free on PC right now.
It looks like fucking garbage.
What? Fuck you. Shadow Complex is awesome.
I'm not saying the game's bad. I'm just saying graphics-wise, when I saw it, I was like, oh man, the 360 has aged pretty poorly.
Oh.
And they were like, oh, this is the remastered version. I was like, fuck, you didn't do a good job. And I usually don't notice that stuff.
I don't care. I like Shadow Complex. Fuck off. Anyway, so
I'm sure it still plays fine.
He hates Dark Souls.
Yeah, he does not like Dark Souls.
Because he's a babby who doesn't like hard things?
Yes, he's also a giant fucking biodrone.
What does that mean?
He just loves BioWare's fat...
Did he play Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood? Because I did.
I don't know if he did or not. I didn't see it listed. I will say he really likes Mass Effect. Great
series.
He seemingly only, however, there are some videos, most videos, we'll get to it, but most videos are just his waifu talking for him, but some videos are just game footage while he rambles.
He has a waifu?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Most of it, but some videos, he just has like gameplay footage, like some people do. And a lot of it is Mass Effect or Bio.
Oh, so he has videos on unrelated topics and he just has footage of games in the background?
Yeah, just has something to look at, which is a really shitty game to choose because nothing's happening for half of it, because you're selecting shit in a dialogue wheel.
Yeah.
So it's not stimulating at all, and it actively requires your attention to know what's happening. But then you don't hear what he's saying. It's fucking stupid. So big surprise there. But he's only shown footage. The ones I've seen are Mass Effect 3, Dishonored, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed,
I don't really like Dishonored.
and Tortanic,
What?
The Old Republic.
Oh.
That's what we called it back in the day, David.
No, it's not. We
Yeah,
called
Tortanic.
it the Old Republic. Well, I played it.
Yeah. On 4chan, we called it Tortanic because it was unsinkable.
It's apparently doing well.
I guess. Is it really doing well?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
There's one dude who has like a 15-minute like just breakdown of that game at launch and why it's fucking trash, and it's a great video. He never made any more. He made one more video about civilization beyond space or beyond Earth. What's the space one that just came out?
Beyond Earth.
Beyond Earth, yeah. He made one about that one. It wasn't as interesting because there wasn't as much of a fervor behind it, and I kind of just don't give a shit about civilization. But it was still a good video. I wish that guy made more stuff. Fuck. Yeah, so he's got real shit taste in video games, too. Don't know how he feels about Metal Gear Solid. Can't find out because against Tumblr's rules, he has a script in his Tumblr blog that redirects certain IPs to Google, so they can never actually get to his blog.
He permabans people?
You cannot permaban people. You're not allowed to do this on Tumblr, but he's done it. So just like...
Why hasn't anyone, like, reported him?
I think they have. I think some people have reported him, but then there's also the question of, like, we could report him and get rid of him, but we do have people who can see it, and they can archive link it to us. And if we report him and it's gone, that's just one less way we can get milk from him, you know?
Ah, yes.
For
being I don't know why, but
for some reason I'm on his ban list. I've never talked to him. I've only ever reblogged I've only ever posted JoJo panels to my personal Tumblr. I have no fucking clue why I'm banned from his...
He hates anime bullshit.
I guess. But I don't like post him anything but JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
And you're posting manga scans too.
Yeah. I mean, but he would have to seek him out. There should be... We at no point have crossed paths and somehow...
Wait, that's bullshit. You posted the quotes from Joshua Graham.
Oh, I did repost that. I've reposted a handful of other things, but nothing that would trigger him.
Oh my god, I fucking hate that word.
So I don't know why I'm banned, but I am, and I think that's kind of hilarious. Maybe he saw this coming. I think about that sometimes, David. Every time we make a video about an internet person, I think, like, well, Chris Chan's not going to respond to us, but then sometimes I think, like, maybe Darkside Phil will see the video. Or maybe Movie Bob will see it and he'll talk about it, you know? Maybe he'll, like, throw a huge fit about it. And it never happens. And I think this might be the time. I think this might be the one. Someone will send it to him, and he might, because his ego is so fucking big and he's such a fucking narcissist, he might throw a fit about it. And we call him a faggot enough. Maybe he'll get upset and make a video about it.
Well, so far, I still understand, besides just being an idiot on the internet with dumb opinions, like everyone on the internet.
Could you imagine the salt that would pour out of his fans who came to defend him?
What do you mean?
Just imagine how poorly put together the arguments in Jerry's favor would be.
Well, I don't know.
If you want to come on the podcast, Jerry, we'll have you. If you want to come defend yourself. Real talk, Jerry. Put your fucking money where your mouth
Shut up, Dylan.
is.
You're supposed to be telling me why he's this horrible person. We're getting there, right?
Yeah, we're getting there. Tara Callie is Jerry Peet's internet girlfriend who also likes My Little Pony.
When you say internet girlfriend, is it one of those weird relationships where they never met in person?
Well, kind of. They never met in person, but at some point, Tara Callie moved from, I want to say, the southern United States. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. It doesn't say where she moved from, but she was going to move up to Canada to live with Jerry, which also, Jerry's also a Canuck, so if you need another reason to see him as a fucking asshole, that's one.
Kate's a Canadian. She's fine.
No, they're not. You fucking Kate is your example of a good Canadian, David? Look at what you're saying.
Okay, Kate's kind of a monster.
Is that
But
is that the best they have?
Scott Pilgrim's a Canadian.
Scott Pilgrim's kind of he's at
He is
at
kind
most,
of a dick.
At most he's naive. At worst, he's an active monster at times.
I like how that's your first defense instead of just the immediate response being David Scott Pilgrim is a fictional character.
Yeah, well, lots of people are fictional characters, David. All right, I'm not fully certain you are a real person.
What? You've seen pictures of me.
I've seen pictures of a person. Not very many pictures.
Well, that's because I usually send you pictures of my... I don't take lots of pictures of myself. I send you pictures of my dog, mostly.
Suspicious. David.
Because I don't take pictures of myself? Where your pictures, huh?
That's a good point, David. How do you know I exist?
If you could just be a construct of my imagination, I could be hallucinating this entire thing.
Now you're getting it. You could be a spy, or I could.
Reality's just a blur. The moon is hollow and is a hologram.
Time is a flat circle.
Lizard people, Dylan.
So I wasn't able to find explicit proof of this, but apparently Tara's a pedophile in a relationship with her little sister. I scoured Tara's Tumblr, which is very Spartan when you look at it. Like, it's the default layout, and for someone who posts on it fairly regularly, there's no, visual flair to it. Even I, who only use it to shove JoJo shit onto the internet as sort of a cloud repository for myself, even I've taken the time to put, a background picture on, but there's nothing there. It's just solid blue, just white boxes on solid blue. And a profile picture where, surprise, she has colored hair, so... You need further proof that that some people in the evolutionary gene pool will mark themselves for termination. There you go.
That's how you determine that they mark themselves for termination, by coloring their hair.
They color their hair brightly so that you know to stay away. That's what this is, David. That's what the whole social justice movement is. It is humanity trying to keep its population down by just poisoning a huge chunk of the population. Just, these people will not mate with anyone and cannot mate with anyone anymore. And they will visibly mark themselves, so you know. David, fuck. It's mostly blue hair. Sometimes it's just colored hair, but blue hair is always bad. I have seen people who, when the blue hair started popping up, people who had blue hair before this, they dyed their hair a different brighter color so they wouldn't be associated with them.
Because everyone hates them.
Everyone hates it. If you see a woman with blue hair, run. All right? They might as well have a swastika on their arm. I thought that joke was a lot funnier than you did, but all right.
No, it was funny. I'm just... I don't know, man. I don't hate people with colored hair as much as you do. I just think that there are a lot of them lately who are awful.
I'm just saying, keep an eye out. If you see a woman with blue hair who's not insufferable, you let her know. Maybe try out orange, or purple, or green, or red.
Anything but blue.
I saw a woman today. I was at a fucking restaurant, and I was sitting in my car because my food had come before my mom's did. And next door there was a woman who I thought was dressed up like one of the characters from The Life Aquatic. But then I realized it was a dentist's office, and she was wearing scrubs, and she just had dyed her hair very deep red and put it up, and it looked like one of the beanies from The Life Aquatic.
Wow. What a weird happenstance.
Tara Callie. So she moved up to Canada to be with Jerry Peet. Supposedly her sister died in the snow on the way there.
What?
And she died.
How do you supposedly die in the snow?
That's what the Encyclopedia Dramatica article says. I don't know exactly how she supposedly died. But I think I couldn't find any proof of this. For all I know, because I scoured Tara Callie's Tumblr pretty extensively. It's a pretty small part of Jerry Peet's stupid little life. That's the next Scott Pilgrim book, by the way. And I could not find this semblance, but I'm pretty positive it happened. I don't know how exactly she died. Maybe she got ran over by Optimus Prime, like Chris Chan, one of Chris Chan's gal pals did. But either way, she didn't make it to Canada. She got caught in one of the maple traps.
I thought she was being molested by her sister. So she didn't die. She faked her sister faked her death so she could molest her on the regs, on the DL.
Right, maybe. I should mention by this point, Tara Callie is like Jerry Peet's girlfriend, so I guess he's her beard, I guess? While she finger bangs her little sister? I don't know, David. It's a weird story.
Really? It's
so
weird. The story
time,
we're covering is weird, Dylan. I never would have imagined that.
Some folks didn't really believe in Tara Callie at this point. Some people
thought she was like Peter Coffin's girlfriend.
Yeah. Some people were calling shenanigans. And of note, one of those people was Jerry Peet's father. Who straight up, and I believe we know about this because Tara Callie brings it up on her Tumblr, was like, he didn't know who she was. He'd never seen her. She supposedly lived around Jerry, but he never got to meet her, so he's like, I don't think she exists at all. I think he's making her fucking up. And according to the ED article, at one point, he did go in and edit his son's wiki pages to reflect that.
What the fuck?
I don't know if that's true.
That's like the coolest dad ever, if that's true.
I don't think Jerry Peet's dad did that so much as I think Jerry Peet has like a second personality who's all his reason compacted into a separate entity, and sometimes it takes over and tries to reveal itself to him.
And it disguises itself as his father.
That's the only way.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Oh, Dylan,
you cut out.
Did I? Whatever.
Yeah.
So you might be wondering, well... Oh, hold on one second. Fuck. Stop it, Spike! So you might be wondering, where's Tara Callie now? Well, in 2013, Tara Callie died.
What?
She got in a car accident, I believe. And her little clique of My Little Pony dorks on their Tumblrs were like, rest in peace, Tara Callie, you know, saying their goodbyes and everything. And it looked like... Stop it, Spike! God damn it. Fucking dogs, David. You're lucky your dog's too small and ineffective to do anything. Whereas
don't listen to him, Einstein. You're the perfect size.
My dogs are fighters and runners, David.
Einstein says you can go fuck yourself, Dylan.
Dog's too dumb to say anything.
Einstein's very smart. You shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying, you put your dog and my dog in a fucking bowl.
And my dog will win because your dog's old and doesn't want to move.
My dog's old as fuck, but he's also a boxer. So, you ever see a boxer, David?
Did you ever see a corgi on
Yeah, I have.
fucking flipping shit?
My dog's just going
Right,
to lay on top of your dog and use him as a pillow.
Shut up. Back to so Tara Callie died. Like, is this confirmed? Do we have a police report?
We don't, because she came back the next day.
What?
So supposedly, she was in a car accident. One of the doctors thought she died and sent out the information to her family, only for her to be resuscitated. Or maybe she never died at all and just kind of seemed dead. She did have a post where she was straight up like someone go kick the ass of whoever told my friends and family that I was dead, which makes it sound like Jerry got caught in the lie and then decided to end it, only to go back on it. I want to point out, have you ever seen the Adam Sandler movie Just Go With It?
No, I have not.
He tries to pull this in that movie. He pretends he has kids he doesn't have to get with a woman, and in order to win her heart without ever having to show her her kids, he's going to kill her off. He's going to kill his kids off in a car accident.
What the fuck?
I want to point out, that's not like a central plot in the movie. It's kind of like an offhand joke. It's still pretty fucked up, but
that is really fucked up.
So when it comes to Tara's existence, hear what she has to say. Game Guy, actually, I probably shouldn't read that guy's username. Some random person asks, "Why would someone say you don't exist? We haven't seen you on the show because you're camera shy. So what is so strange about that?" To which Tara says, "People are fucking crazy. That's what. And this is pissing me off. These days, god damn it, Spike. Hold on. I gotta let my dog in. Alright. Talk a bunch.
Dog's a dick. What? I don't want to vamp. Don't make me vamp. Einstein, stop it. Einstein, stop it. Don't whine because you got your mouth stuck on my pants. Fuck off. Stop biting me.
My dog ran away.
Einstein started attacking my pants.
Yeah, you got a real killer there, David.
She's chasing a laser pointer.
Oh, yeah. Thank God my dog's half cyborg. That'll give him the advantage.
Your dog is not half cyborg.
I can if I duct tape a laser to his...
It doesn't make him a half cyborg. That just makes you an idiot.
Whatever, man, alright? When fucking Einstein's too busy chasing a laser to see him coming up behind, you'll be singing a different tune.
Anyway.
These
she didn't die.
No. These days, it's not even about the camera shy thing. I just don't want to come to the camera because it's not something I want to do. These people, whether it be that asshole from the Confession blog or those deranged sociopaths at Derpy Boru, they're really starting to get to me. I even heard Jerry's own father accuse me of not being real. Now that guy's as retarded as they come, but for fuck's sake. I'd like to bring up...
She used the R word, and I thought she's Jerry's lady pal who hates bad words that make people upset. We need safe spaces, Dylan.
We do need safe spaces.
In my safe space.
I actually don't have very many posts from Jerry's own blogs here, just because most of them are pretty dumb, but they don't build to the narrative.
They what?
They don't build to the narrative. Like, they don't add anything. They're fucking stupid, but...
Because he's stupid? Einstein, stop it.
Let me see if I can pull up a random one here, just to sort of give you an idea of his writing style.
So he reviews stuff?
Yeah. The reason I bring that up is because it's very similar to Tara's writing style.
So are they the same? Are they the same person?
Yes.
Oh.
Tara's Tumblr icon, her avatar, was reverse image searched, and it's just a generic, like, fun hair color ideas fucking image on Google. Which I don't know why people think that's gonna win them over, you know? Like, oh, I dug like 10 pages into Google, so no one's gonna find this image that I found. Like, it never happens. I feel like that's the first.
People don't realize that you can literally search an image. Like instead of searching for text, you can search for an image.
Just go downtown and pay some woman $10 to let you take a picture of her.
I don't think that would work, Dylan.
You gonna tell me if someone walked up to you
Never
and
mind.
said, "Here's $10. Can I take your photo?"
I would say no, because that's not worth $10. I don't know what they're gonna do. I would feel uncomfortable. Are you telling me that you let people pay you to take pictures of you, Dylan?
David, with $10, I can go get some headshots.
Okay.
So in 2013, Tara mentioned that she and Jerry weren't dating anymore. You can't see it, but I took my finger to my eye and I slid it down my cheek to imply that a tear was coming down. It was a lot funnier if you could have seen it, but you can't. So sorry.
Because this is the internet.
Yeah. Because we don't put our faces up here.
No, my webcam doesn't work anymore anyway.
My webcam works. I just don't like it.
You hate yourself.
So one point in favor of Tara being a separate entity is that after that post, she's still relatively active for the rest of the year. The next 2 months, she has like no posts. She has like one or two. And then in September and October, she posts a whole bunch. And then she never posts again. She has not posted anything to Tumblr since October of 2014. Which is right around the time I would say Gamergate hit full swing, interestingly enough. So every now and then, I think Jerry felt kind of depressed, and he wanted to go back and feel the love of another for a slight amount of time and pretend there was someone who cared about him.
Oh, it's so sad.
It is sad. I will say, apparently, Jerry has a new internet girlfriend who's, like, real because she's appeared in shit, like, on camera, and you can hear her voice in videos and shit. So maybe he's just actually got some. But he also is a tranny, so maybe he just wants to be a woman sometimes.
Wait, he's a tranny?
Yeah, did I not mention that?
No, you never mentioned that.
I wrote that in my intro, and I guess I just fucking skipped over it. But he is.
I see.
Also...
Is this like when Cartman became transsexual so he could so he could have peace while he took a shit?
Maybe. To be honest, he's very lax about it. Like, as far as I can tell, he still responds to Jerry, and he has not undergone any surgery, as far as I know.
So is he just a transvestite then? Does he like just dressing up as a woman?
I don't
There's
know.
There's a difference there.
His waifu is a woman. Does that count?
I don't know.
The way he presents himself. At one point, he abandoned Movie Bob's style, and he had, like, a pony that sort of did, like, stunted animations, you know, as his reaction images. It was just one character. And then eventually, that became a person, and it was a lady. And that's, like, his public persona is Lily Peet. That's his girl name. But he still responds to his dead name of Jerry. And at times will call himself Jerry. So I don't fucking know. I just call Lily his waifu because I think it's funnier.
But he actually has a girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's like Liz or something, which, you know, that's the name of a type of woman who would fall in love with a Jerry Peet through and through. Don't name your daughters Liz, folks.
Liz Lemon is not a role model.
Liz Lemon is not a role model. Very much not a role model. Also, apparently Jerry has like some shitty Unity game. I am not actually able to find anything about it. I tried to find like footage of it, but I actually couldn't, surprisingly. Yeah, I don't know what it is. As far as I can tell, I think it's just like an RPG Maker game. The Encyclopedia Dramatica article calls it an RPG Maker game, but Terra Cali talks about it being a Unity game. I don't know if those are two separate games. Maybe the Unity one never came out. I will say the RPG Maker one, in it, if you kill has like a Dark Souls style system where you can kill characters, you know, like NPCs.
Yes.
In Dark Souls, you can get like specific gear, or you can get weapons earlier sometimes, at the cost of like losing that inventory. But in Jerry's game, you just get porn of the character you kill.
Ugh.
Which, if you want to talk about video games rewarding violence with sex, there you go. Good job, Jerry. Good job, Jer Bear.
Just stop. Okay, so
He also notably he tried to get his game onto Steam and PSN. He couldn't get it on either. I think he got it on Steam and it got removed due to graphic content. And around that same time, he posted a video about how much he hates Steam and why he hates it.
that's weird. Well, I mean, how pornographic is it? Because like
I don't know. I didn't want to find out.
Honey Pop is on Steam, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it is.
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
You know, there's no violence to Honey Pop, is there?
No, it's all about bone and anime ladies.
Yeah, in this one you have to deliberately murder people to get pornography of them.
I guess that is different.
That's weird. It's also, you know, ponies who are technically little girls.
Oh, right. I forgot about that part. Fuck. Oh man. That's gross.
Let's come to Molestia, David.
No, I don't want to go to Molestia, Dylan.
Did you ever hear about this?
No.
So this was an event that happened, I want to say 2014. And there was a blog called Ask Princess Molestia. It's a Tumblr blog that's pretty simple. Like most Tumblr blogs, you ask a question and then the person doodles like a little joke answer, you know?
I think I know what you're talking about, actually.
Yeah. This one is about Princess Celestia, who's like the Hokage of the ponies.
Right.
Which is the best fucking thing I've ever said. That's what I want my new username to be. That's what I want my title to be on the internet. Hokage of the ponies. And how it's just a bunch of like heavily implied sex jokes with her. Well, some folks didn't take kindly to that. Of note is one Pinky Pony. Stop me if you've heard this. A woman on Tumblr who has brightly colored hair and spends all her time being a hypocrite.
How does she spend all of her time being a hypocrite, Dylan?
Well, because she began a huge campaign to shut down the Molestia blog. She got her little fans on Tumblr riled up, and they sent like hate messages and death threats to the dude who runs the Princess Molestia blog.
Isn't Princess Molestia drawn and run by John Giseco, popular pornographic and also non-pornographic webcomic art?
David, I got no fucking clue. That's a whole episode on its own.
We already did a webcomic episode, and it was fucking terrible, and it was so bad the internet kicked you out of it.
Yeah, that was great. I haven't gone back to see what you did after that.
I didn't. I just sat around waiting for a bit and was like, oh, well, I guess he's gone, and then I left.
Yeah, my computer completely died on me.
Anyway.
My mom's been drinking, David. I don't know if you can tell. I live a colorful life, David.
So
anyway, the problem is, Pinkie Pie Pony, or whatever the fuck her name is, very publicly has drawn smut of the various pony characters. So her whole point that this Molestia blog is like promoting the rape culture of the world because it's 2014.
Total fucking bullshit because she draw. Oh yeah, well everything promotes rape.
Yeah,
It's dissemble the patriarchy, Dylan.
I mean it's bullshit because
rape.
There's no rape on the blog. It's just implied.
No, I've actually seen. I think I've seen those images. Yeah, it's just dumb sex jokes.
I believe her stuff is much, much more explicitly pornographic.
Oh, fucking pony porn, man. It's so gross.
Yeah.
Fuck you, furries.
Yeah.
You're getting your whole own sort of episode.
Eventually.
You're a footnote in a much worse episode, but still fuck you, and fuck you, Jason.
Still waiting on that Final Fantasy VII house, David.
Oh, it's coming. I thought about it today.
I thought about it.
That's as far as I thought about it.
Oh, fuck. Notably, the dude who runs the Princess Molestia blog was not really fazed by the death threats. He just sort of shrugged it off, like, it's a bit extreme, don't you think? The blog did get shut down by Hasbro eventually, just because people brought it to their attention.
That actually makes sense.
And, the world goes on.
No one gives a shit.
Yeah. What some people do, because it's definitely like splintered the pony community in a way. It was their own little Gamergate, I suppose. Did I mention how much Jerry doesn't like Gamergate?
Most people don't like Gamergate.
He really doesn't like Gamergate.
How so?
We'll get to it. Trust me. So what he ends up doing...
What do you mean, trust you? We've been going for forever. How are we still going?
Oh, we got more to cover. Trust me. We have not even hit the proper shit show yet. So one person on Tumblr asked Jerry Peet. I believe he was responding to him, and he basically said, like, there are no true feminists in the My Little Pony community. And Jerry Peet responded with an image of Lauren Faust, who is like the creator, I think.
Yes, she's the creator. She's the creator of the reboot. She also did like Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Okay, what has Rebecca Sugar done?
That's Steven Universe.
Yeah, she's the Steven Universe woman, but I remember people talking about her like she too had a pedigree.
I just know that she's done Steven Universe, which is fucking amazing. But
yeah, that's a good show. By the way, guess what Jerry Peet has done reviews on?
Steven Universe?
Yeah.
Did he review the 2 best episodes?
What are those?
The 2 conspiracy episodes?
No.
Rising Tides, Crashing Skies, and I don't remember what the Lizard People one is called.
I don't either. He didn't really review them so much as he did little comedy skits on the finale of season 1, but still. I remember I had a friend who was real big into Steven Universe when it was starting. I ended up watching it just because he wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. But he was really big into it. And at some point, he was talking to me about it, and he was like, there's sort of this weird non-drama happening in the Steven Universe community because like a bunch of people in the Brony community are trying to converge over, and people don't want them to. And I caught wind of some of that for a bit. And he was like, it's basically non-existent. It is just people like trying to rile other people up. He made it sound like, it was like people on the 4chan board were just fucking with people. I was like, all right, that makes sense. And now it's happening in full force. So, perfect.
Perfect.
That's great.
So people are abandoning My Little Pony for...
Jerry Peet is, at least, if Jerry Peet is any indication of the My Little Pony community, and he is fairly popular, I would say. He has some 30,000 subscribers, I think.
Jesus fuck, Dylan.
He makes $300 on Patreon.
Oh. Still. Fuck him.
So he's fairly popular, so if he's an indication, then yes, they are. And I say, let's go full force. Let's just kill the Steven Universe community before it can start. Let's not
Wait,
deal.
you say that?
Yeah, I say let's just gut it. Let's just let this be a show that like a few years from now, someone will be like, this show was pretty good, and other people will be like, yeah, it was a really good show. I'm happy that they had their run with it. Let's not make it a big thing and force it
No,
to be
because it's all
genre.
building. Don't ruin it before they get to the point they're building to. Fuck you.
I'm saying gut the community. Keep the
Oh.
show going.
Well, fuck that. Yeah, I don't care. I don't. Fuck the internet.
Let the show keep going. I like the show. I haven't watched it in like 2 months, but I like what I've seen of it.
Yeah, I watched like the first 5 episodes of season 2, and then it went off the air for a long time, and I stopped.
Nightmare Hospital is where I stopped.
Nightmare Hospital. I don't know if I've seen that one.
That's the one that they did when they came back from the fucking the big drama saga between Pearl and Garnet.
Okay, I haven't seen that. Like, one of the last episodes I remember watching is the one where Pearl trains Connie in swordsmanship.
I like that. That episode's good, I guess.
Good.
People love that episode because
People-
Connie's a strong colored woman who don't need no man. But
Well, it's a good song,
sure.
too.
Anyway,
It's no Steven and the Stevens.
yeah, that episode's great because that just
That
ends
episode's-
with him watching dozens of himself die.
And then happily singing about it.
Yeah, that show's good.
That show's real good.
So as you might imagine, Jerry, being the SJW he is, ended up siding with Pinky Pony during the events. And after the Lauren Faust little event happened, most people would have just ignored it. Jerry decided to take it, screen cap it, and put it up on Derpy Boru, which is a My Little Pony thing, I guess. Which makes me think he set it up. Like he had a sock puppet account, asked the question so he could post the response, See what I'm saying?
Yes.
David?
I do see what you're saying. Sock puppets.
When he did that, there was kind of a bit of a flame war, and there were some people who were defending him, and ultimately the admin came in and banned a chunk of the defensive accounts because he was like, all these accounts coming from the same IP address, they're all the same guy. They're all the one dude. And that's how we know that Jerry Peet is also Ball Spawn and Terra Cali and like 3 other accounts.
Oh wow! So he was a sock puppet.
Yes.
That's how they found out all this different stuff about him.
Yes. That's how we found out that he is the originator of Pokephilia. As well as the titles Hell Razor, which never comes up anywhere else. So that was an account built solely for
Hellraiser fanfiction.
for sock puppetry. He's not cool enough to read Hellraiser, David. Be real.
Cool enough?
He's not gonna read a comic. That's like
no, Hellraiser, not Hellblazer. Hellraiser.
Oh, Hellraiser.
Fuck,
Right.
what's his name? It's not John Carpenter. It's the writer guy. What's his name? Clive Barker. Clive Barker's Hellraiser.
This is unrelated, but did you see that the Alien and Leatherface are coming to Mortal Kombat X?
No, I heard that they announced more DLC. I didn't see what the DLC was, though. I like that. That's neat.
Yeah, it's a Xenomorph, Leatherface, Bo Rat Show, and Triborg, a new character.
Bo Raicho, the fucking alcoholic asshole who vomited everywhere in the Game Boy Advance game?
Yes.
Don't ask me why I know that. I'm not Alex.
He's been around in a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff. He's in Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, he's in the story part, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so he's gonna come on full force.
Cool.
And now Predator and Xenomorph can fight it out for reals this time.
Neat.
So you can live out the glory of Alien vs. Predator on the Atari Lynx, but on the Xbox One.
Or, any of the other Alien vs. Predator games.
Right. But the Atari Lynx one's funnier because it's on the Atari Lynx. They almost called that the Atari Ocelot.
Really?
Yeah. Almost. I bet you if they called it the Atari Ocelot, the sheer amount of jokes would justify bringing it back. I bet you if they called it the Ocelot, the sheer memes that would come out of the Metal Gear community would justify to Atari bringing the Lynx back.
Maybe. Anyway, so we found out that he's all these same people.
Fuck, I just remember someone making fun of the names in Metal Gear characters and renaming Revolver Ocelot Luger Lynx. And I remember thinking that was a way better name.
I like Luger Lynx.
Yeah. So Jerry Peet has a ton of sock puppet accounts. He also is kind of an idiot. He doesn't really do a whole lot of research on some stuff. So during the Molestia saga, there were a couple of different YouTubers who had commented on it, because this was around the time, Gamergate was going into full swing. People were paying attention to SJWs and feminism's new form on the internet. What? Fuck. Anyway, this house is going to fall apart without me. I feel like this is the one episode we should maybe go back and edit up a little bit, because I feel like there's some really good shit here.
Do you want to edit it?
I'll edit it. I don't know how to edit. I don't think I can. I don't have anything to edit it with.
I'll teach you how to edit.
Sure. Can I just edit it through YouTube?
No.
There's a YouTube editor.
There is?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's a YouTube Hangout. Cut out the yelly bit.
Anyway, Dylan, come on.
Fuck. What was I talking about? Luger Links?
Yes.
And slander. Okay. So basically there were a couple of YouTubers who talked shit about it. There was Thunderfoot was a big one. Internet Aristocrat is probably the most noteworthy person, because he had a big video about it. And Internet Aristocrat just doesn't make a ton of videos, so when he makes one on something, people pay more attention to it. He had this big 30-minute epic on the whole situation and Pinky Pony's hypocrisy and everything. So, fuck. Who was it? Jerry Peet made a video on, cyberbullying and harassment. And he was talking about how, Pinky Pony is being slandered by these people. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're posting nonsense. And he was like, the reason they're doing this is because these people live off of this e-drama. All their content is monetized. And you can see they're profiting off of it. None of them are monetized. Thunderfoot's is, but he is an actual fucking scientist who has a real job. He apparently makes a lot more money off of YouTube than he does at his proper job anymore. And he just keeps the job because he likes doing it, because he's a scientist who has
He has a real job.
He has a sense of curiosity for how the world works. But Internet Aristocrat, very clearly, he does not care about making money on YouTube, and he actively tells his viewers to use AdBlock. He doesn't have a Patreon, he doesn't have a PayPal. He just does it for fun. He doesn't want to be held up to anyone's standard. He just wants to make shit. And he actively looks down on people who monetize their content, I would say. Maybe not looks down on.
Fucking stupid.
I don't know if
prick.
I don't think he looks down on them, actually. I think he's fine with people who make a living on YouTube if they earn it.
But actively encouraging people, he's a prick.
Well, on his videos at least. He's not he's I use AdBlock. I don't expect you not to use AdBlock, whatever. My brother is really going ham right now, David.
I know, I can hear it.
Yeah, we should leave this part in, because now it's just good. Shut up! Anyway. But that's kind of the end of that, to be honest. He just said some stupid shit and didn't have anything to back it up with.
Of course not. He's an idiot on the internet. They never think through their arguments. That's the problem with the internet today, is there's no debate anymore. It's either I present you my point of view, and if you don't agree with me, well, fuck you, you're wrong. How dare you not agree with me? I said the thing I believe in. You should just believe it now. There's no room for conversation.
There are some videos of Jerry Peets where he opens it with the disclaimer where he said, "This isn't up for debate, so don't comment trying to tell me why I'm wrong." The Steam episode opened with that. And it's like, why even fucking bother making the video then, guy? Why don't you just sit in your ivory tower?
Because then you can't monetize it.
Oh yeah, that's true. His videos are monetized. Also, this is kind of interesting. This is a bit of an aside. Jerry Peet heavily moderates his comment sections on YouTube.
Why didn't you just shut him off?
Well, he says he likes the conversation, but
no, he doesn't. He just said there's no room for debate.
He does not like the repetition. So he does the thing that Anita Sarkeesian does, where you have to approve a comment.
I thought she turned them off completely.
She might have. I don't pay attention.
Well, then don't use her as an example.
I just remember that she did at some point. I think Total Biscuit turned his off because he was like, it's just not a productive way to talk. If you want to talk about the videos, there's forums and there's a subreddit and there's all these other ways, and there are way better ways to get criticism across and everything.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
PewDiePie, I think, does the same thing.
He just doesn't. I mean, I imagine there's no conversation.
I'm sure he has a forum.
That's because
he's all about his bros.
But dude, I bet that's just like trying to have a conversation in the comments of a PewDiePie video is probably like trying to find a grain of sand on a beach. I bet it's just an impossible task for him to do.
Maybe.
So
keep going.
Fuck, what was I talking about?
So why is he more of an asshole than any of the other people we've been talking about this episode?
He's just so fucking insufferable. God damn it, David, you'd hear the guy talk. He's also a pedophile.
What?
So on top of animal magnetism and whispering illusions, Jerry Peet has a lengthy saga of My Little Pony fan fiction called Stockholm.
Ew.
Stockholm.
I don't like where this is going.
Let me just read this verbatim from the ED page. Months passed without any particular lulls, but that all changed when people became aware of one of Jerry's. I should point out, Jerry's is spelled like berries, IES. So get your shit together, ED. Fucking,
serious.
Pope, you cuck piece of shit. God damn it. Became aware of one of Jerry's other projects known as Stockholm. Stockholm was a series of pornographic My Little Pony fan fictions. While initially believed to be nothing more than mere fur faggotry, there was a notable difference. Many of the characters from the show are written to be sexual deviants. In particular, the first Stockholm revolves around Rainbow Dash's sexual fetish for young teenage girls. Also, she has a penis for some reason. For someone who claims to be heavily anti-pedophile, Jerry sure has a thing for writing 14-year-old girls having sex with people in their early 30s, late 40s in heavy detail, especially in a country where doing that is illegal. When it eventually spreads around, Jerry announced the cancellation of the entire series and deleted the stories from his FIM Fiction account in the process.
What's that?
It is a fan fiction website for nothing but My Little Pony.
Oh.
FIM, Friendship is Magic, you get it?
Oh, right. Duh.
The fan fiction also had an official wikia for it, which contained lore and world building. Notable highlights include the evil country having a green and purple flag and being heavily military-based due to his hatred of Gamergate and America, and Equestria being considered the best country in the fan fiction's universe for having an age of consent of 14.
Ew.
Do you think people know where the green and purple comes from?
No.
Do you think
I
they
don't.
know
What is it?
It comes from an old 4chan gif of Piccolo just reaming Vegeta in the ass.
What, really?
Because people would spoiler it, and then you should click on it, because a spoiler is just, like a question block on V. Or every board has a different spoiler image. And you would click on it, and it's just this visceral gif of Piccolo going at it with Vegeta. And it's such a like MS Paint style.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds
It's like
hilarious.
it's so just a shitty drawing that it loads super super fast. And at one point, it was just getting posted so much that people were like, if you're going to go to 4chan, it's just going to happen. You're going to get it every day. It's your daily dose, is what it came to be. And the colors, purple and green, just sort of became like joke colors on 4chan as a whole. So when the time
Is
came
that
to
why the
design...
green text thing happened?
No, the green text is just a quirk of the forum software.
Oh.
But just the colors green and purple, just anytime they wanted to like signify something was 4chan related, other than like the four-leaf clover thing, that was the easiest way to do it. So that's why the Gamergate logo and Vivian's color scheme is purple and green, because of a GIF of Piccolo just pounding Vegeta out in the desert.
It's really getting up in them guts.
Yeah. It's pretty violent. Vegeta's not having a good time, I should mention.
He is not happy. He is not a happy camper.
No, he seems very upset.
I
love 4chan, David.
Was Piccolo pretending to be the rape ape? Is that what you're telling me?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
It's great. I'm really happy that it's so heavily infiltrated the zeitgeist at this point. That those are the colors of Gamergate and 4chan as a whole. Because now motherfuckers just don't know.
That adds a whole. That I don't know, man. I don't want to. I'll tell you more about what I'm thinking later.
It's great. Fuck. I should also mention in one video, Jerry uses the image from Andrew Dobson's webcomic, the Confederate flag with the Gamergate colors. He uses that to illustrate.
Oh, right. Fuck ass from the webcomic episode.
Yeah. He uses that to
that
illustrate
episode.
like a brainwashing movement at one point. So good job, Jerry. You dumb motherfucker. Anything bad that happens on the internet, Jerry equates to 4chan and Gamergate, even when it's not. Did you hear about that Steven Universe fan artist who tried to kill herself?
No.
There's a girl on Tumblr who was drawing fan art for Steven Universe, and she drew some of the characters thinner than they normally are. And of course, because this is the world we live in now, a ton of people gave her shit for it and told her to go kill herself.
So she did.
She tried to go kill herself, and people were just like,
Dylan, you cut out again, and you need to.
I'm so sick of pretending like she has. I need the what?
You cut out.
No.
I missed all of that.
All of it. Fuck.
Tell me, damn it, tell me.
Basically, she had drawn Steven Universe fan art, but some of the characters were thinner than they usually are. So a ton of people gave her shit for it, because this is Tumblr, and drove her to commit suicide from the abuse. And when she came out with it, there was no remorse. There were a lot of posts of people like, I'm so sick and tired of this privileged little white girl pretending like she has problems. Like, equating like, oh, this is just white privilege, you know? Like, you ain't got real problems. Or
Yay, white privilege. It's my favorite card to play.
It's just like overtly cruel. And on Kotaku in Action, they were very viscerally against it. Like, you could tell they were like, "This is it. This is them show. This is the opposition to Gamergate showing who they really are, basically." And Jerry,
Well, I mean, Gamergate. Well, we're not talking about this. I'm not.
Well, so Jerry Peet came out and he was like, "Yeah, that's an awful thing, but what do you expect from Gamergate?" So he was equating it with one with the other for no reason. And he does it a lot. I think he implied that 4chan might be responsible for the Paris shootings recently.
Does he not? Does he think that 4chan is just that ISIS is just 4chan in disguise?
I think so. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but when that San Bernardino shooting happened, there was a ton of social justice warriors on Tumblr who were like, "Gee, I wonder what nationality these people are going to be. And they were all like, we got to stop white hate before it gets to us. And then it came out that they were all Muslim.
Dylan.
Yes.
Dylan.
Yes.
Why the fuck would you think I would see what was going on Tumblr?
I don't know, David. Don't I send you most of the stuff?
Some of it. It all depends what I can open.
Yeah. I feel like I send this stuff out to the ether. So it's hard for me to realize that maybe other people don't pay as much attention to it.
Anyway.
What else do I got here?
So he's a fuck ass who literally just like changes facts to suit his purpose.
Yeah, basically. So we're kind of at the end of it, I would say. There's a lot more to Jerry Peet, I would say, to find on your own. As a podcast that exists to sort of provide a narrative.
If we're not playing a bunch of sound clips right now. Like we're not gonna. I mean, and I don't mean like. If we ever edit this episode, we'll put them in there and whatnot. But what I mean is we're not like listening to them together, so like we can't comment on them. Like that's the only thing I could think of to add, right?
Yeah, like it's sort of the issue we kind of ran into with the webcomic one of like you can kind of attack ideas, but there wasn't necessarily a narrative, and without the visual cues to give, it didn't really work as well. So I would say one of two things. I would almost want to take the chance to play one of his shittier videos just to sort of show you. And I think I can actually play it directly through the stream.
Then do it.
So let me try to pull this up. I don't know. We've never done this before on It Came From the Internet. This is It Came From the Internet first, folks. This could just fall apart. So if it does, feel free to find a Jerry Peet on your own. He's not hard to find.
I'm allowing the YouTube app. Continue. Okay.
Did I say what shit plebeian taste he has in video games already?
Does he love cod blob?
He's the worst because he thinks he's like on the cutting edge and he's not.
Is he like Movie Bob, who wrote a book about Mario 3 and spent like 20 pages on Mario 3?
God, I bet he fucking has.
And spent like 100 pages on why he knows Nintendo better than Mario, because Mario is clearly a story-driven franchise, and Nintendo doesn't seem to care about the story of Mario.
I know we've previously said that's not one of our better episodes, but I do think reading that section of the book to the doors, this is the end, is one of our best jokes.
I forgot you did that. Yeah, that was pretty great.
I don't know if it'll come through on the YouTube version, but my avatar is kind of like shoved down, and it kind of looks like it's peeking over the wall at this. Sorry, I just wanted to double check something. So this is what I mean by his waifu.
That's his waifu? That's the girl he is, basically?
Yeah, I mean, it's less of a waifu because it's supposed to be...
What the fuck? Why did he sign it by Jerry and then the video's by Lily?
Because Lily Peet is his it's his fucking tranny name. What else is it?
But be consistent.
Yeah, it's weird. I read his TV tropes page, which is mostly ripping him apart, but even that, like, only refers to him as Lily and she, which is super weird because he's got a pretty masculine voice. You see what I mean here?
He sounds like a not fat Movie Bob. Like, I didn't want to say skinny because I just want to call Movie Bob fat again.
Fuck. Yeah.
But like you said how he use the sped up style like him, but he sound like his vocal stylings sound like Movie Bob.
Oh, he sounded way more like him before too. Before he even did the thing where like he would like slow down and make his voice kind of boom when he had like something big to say, sort of like how I use like a normal person uses all caps, or I guess how I use all caps to embolden shit, like I'm an NPC in a Zelda game. I said all people do that, but I don't think anyone else does.
We do it.
Yeah, but
Fuck
we're
other people.
we're cooler than other people. Yeah, sure you do, Lily. Jerry, whatever the fuck your name is. He's not even fucking wrong. He's just such a smug piece of shit about it. God damn it. Fuck. I don't know if
you swear, Jerry. Swear. Swears are great.
I don't know if I posted it. I should mention that's not Jerry. He is like posting an image of another
I know it's a reaction image.
Right.
What I'm saying
is pretty abundantly, and also Jerry's pretty fucking ugly. So I'm not gonna post pictures of him.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired!
Find it yourself. He's got real bad eyebrows. Also,
show me. I want to see. You need to send me a picture of Jerry because you told me that.
It's weird. Like it's hard to. They're not out there quite yet, but they're there. You notice them. They're greasy.
They're not quite Eugene Levy, but they're close.
No. Or yeah, they're not big enough to be like goofy or expressive, but they're too big to be normal. I want to point out here that he has a character who is literally a straw man who is literally named Straw Man.
But then that wasn't a straw man argument. Did he post a negative review?
Who, Jerry or the straw man?
Jerry.
Yeah, he's mostly a negative reviewer because he's a reviewer on the internet, David.
So he has a straw man to say an argument that isn't a straw man argument. It's actually the truth.
Yes.
Continue.
David, when you're this fucking stupid, I bet anything semi-reasonable feels like an exaggeration. This is what it's like in the darkest timeline, David. I never explained that, did I?
That we're darkest. Why? Yeah. Oh no. Finish the video and then we can end it by you explaining why this is darkest timeline, Dylan.
All right. It's super fucking weird to have like a female avatar and then not even try to change your voice whatsoever. Like if you're gonna begin the transition, good for you. You know, more power to you. But it's it's a light switch. Regardless of what Tumblr may say, it's a light switch, and you gotta at some point you gotta realize what side of the switch you're on. You know.
He's no Dr. Girlfriend.
He's no Dr. Girlfriend. Jesus Christ, we're only 2 minutes into this.
That's because you keep stopping it, Dylan.
I know, but I feel like this is the whole video. I feel like this whole podcast has been this. It's fuck. he's like a Time Lord. Like, if we could figure out how he gets so much jackassery into such a small time frame, we could probably use it to, like, build
Better
warp
mankind.
He's basically, he'll eventually just collapse into a black hole. That's why
Pure dickery.
That's why I feel like time is slowing down for me, because time is dilating for me because his black hole is pulling me in to the darkest timeline. David. Any feelings on those episodes, David?
I don't know either of those episodes.
Okay. There it is. Here we go. Just let it soak in for a moment. Did I talk about how, like, Andrew Dobson, like, threw a little hissy fit because people didn't like the way he drew Vivian James?
No.
Because he drew her all bright and happy.
So,
and, like, Vivian James is a very downtrodden character. So people told him that, and then he had Luigi come in and suck out her soul. And now she looks like a crack whore in his comics.
that sounds okay.
Also, I want to point out that the colors on her hoodie here are off.
Okay.
All right, you start to see where I'm coming from when I say he's the darkest timeline, Dylan.
Yeah.
There are parallels here. There are parts of me as an entity that do not shift, regardless of the timeline. But there are parts that do, and it's the parts that do that make him the darkest timeline, Dylan. You have any thoughts on this, David?
I don't. I watched the first two seasons, bro.
But did you think that any of that held true?
It's a cartoon. No.
That's a good point.
It's a cartoon about ponies.
It does not get treated. It does not get romanticized by the internet. It gets romanticized by Tumblr. It's
Yes.
specifically Tumblr. Everywhere else, it's pretty pretty straight of, yeah, you kind of have real problems, but that's not how you deal with them. It's pretty clear across most of the internet to be true.
I
Sorry, David, you were saying?
I just said I concur.
All right.
But
Ah, you get it? He said harass, and he showed the 8chan logo.
oh no, I didn't.
It's clever. Where are you in New Vegas, anyways?
I'm. I raised the bomber. I have to go start the Great Khan stuff. I think those are the last two groups I have subquests with.
That bomber quest, or that whole Nelson Airfield quest is really good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
It's cool.
I'm exploring. I'm picking up side stuff. I need to go hang out with Caesar's Legion or Kaisar's Legion and go upgrade the Securitrons and stuff.
Just call him Caesar. Don't call him Kaiser like a
Hi. Anyway, let's finish this.
We're only fucking halfway through. To be honest,
guys, stop stopping it.
he's kind of said everything he's going to
yeah.
say.
So we get it?
Yeah, we get it. I mean, I'll just straight up, like, tell you what else happens. Basically, there's an episode where this giant evil cloud monster is, like, killing stuff or whatever. And it turns out the monster was created by one of the ponies, like, who's a magician or some shit, I guess. And at the end, she brings the monster back into herself. And Jerry believes that that's a shitty way to deal with it, because it sort of says, like, well, guess you can't deal with it, instead of being like, you can't get rid of depression, but you can live with it, and you can kind of move past it, which seems to be what it's actually going for. And he also takes the route of, like, if one of my friends is depressed, you know, I'll tell them to get help, but if they're suicidal, I'll drag them kicking and screaming to help. Like, he takes the fucking moral high road, you know, like a fucking tool does.
Like a fuck ass.
Yeah, like a fuck ass. That's a good way to describe Jerry Peet, as a monumental fuck ass. So I guess to finish us out here, let me explain the darkest timeline Dylan thing.
Okay.
So in middle school, I was a shithead. Like
most people are in middle school.
Yeah, like I was actively like a bully to this other kid, along with a group of other people. But I was just a bad person in general. And when I went to high school, I ultimately went to this art school that I went to, which is probably a cesspool now. I got out right before, like, Gamergate and fourth wave feminism hit, so I lucked out. But I didn't go there until my junior year. My freshman year and my sophomore year, I took all my classes through another service, and I took them online. So I spent all my time at my house. I didn't have any friends or anything. I didn't talk to anybody.
You talk to me.
I talked to you, yeah. That's where this, like, whole thing kind of originated. But I didn't have hangouts. I had no, like, vocal contact or face-to-face contact with anybody at all.
Which is a problem.
Yeah,
that we've rectified, but it was a problem.
Yeah, it was. And eventually, in my senior year, I just got so fucking sick of the people in my high school being babies and coddling about everything. And I guess I almost took up, like, a self-righteous sense of it, of, like, you know, like, I went through the shitter and I had to, like, fucking relearn how to talk to people because I'd actively forgotten how to do it. And I just felt like everyone else was coddling everyone else, and I felt like, you know, fuck these people. You know, you got problems, get over it. That's where my cynical beginnings really started, I would say, was in high school, of just getting kind of sick of people getting coddled, I would go to. And I think a lot of that is because I basically had 2 years in semi-isolation. You know, I saw people, I talked to my mom and my family every now and then, but I didn't talk to other people. And I still think fairly often, what would have happened if I just went right in to my high school? What if I just went directly into it as I was in middle school? Like, how would that have affected me to be in like that coddling atmosphere from that like developmental state? Uh, and I think the answer is Jerry Peet. Because, like I said, the core parts are still there. The cynicism is still there. The kind of the sense of humor is still there almost. But it's wrapped up in its self-righteous bullshit that would have been like cycled through that high school. And that's why I think of him as a darkest timeline Dylan. As the me from a world where my grades were slightly higher and I could get into that school, but in the end become a worse person for it.
That's deep.
It is deep. So there you go, Jerry Peet. If you've listened to this podcast all the way through, good job. You're a fuck ass. But if you want to fucking start a flame war with us, we're cool with that. Or
What? I don't want to start a flame war.
I do. I want it. Come on, Jerry. Bring it. Let's go. Your waifu's shit.
Thanks. All right. That's it, right?
That's basically it. Jerry Peet's still an ongoing lolcow. I wanted to cover him now because I didn't want to wait because I waited on Peter Coffin and Peter Coffin kind of fizzled out. So more things will be going on with Jerry. I would imagine our next episode will probably be our like catch-up episode for the year, where we look back at the subjects we've covered and see where they are now.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Because I know some stuff's happened with Chris Chan, some stuff's happened with Darkside Phil. I have not looked into those things as extensively, specifically for the Catch-Up podcast.
Mattress Girl is the one I want to know what's going on with the most.
Yeah, I imagine but that one's probably the one that's fizzled out the most.
Yeah, but that was my favorite story so far.
It is. Mattress Girl is our best episode. Jerry, if you're listening to this and you think your feelings are hurt and you want some objectivity, go listen to our Mattress Girl episode. It's a very complex, nuanced look at the issues on college campuses around the world. I think you'll really like that one. You know, we treat that subject with the depth and the nuance it deserves. You know,
we do. It sounds like you're being a raging dick right now because of your tone. I'm not sure why exactly, but we actually did. I actively wanted to know all of the details because I wanted to believe her, but I couldn't because she's full of shit.
Right, David. But the thing is, the facts don't matter when you're dealing with an SJW. Is she a woman? She's above us on the totem pole. She just is.
Rape, Dylan.
Rape.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye, dorks.